Hello friends, welcome back to this channel. Before we start our tutorial for today, which will be on window hood, it will be good to acknowledge that I received all the recommendations from you friends on what to base my tutorial videos on, and I'll try my best to ensure that I do videos which will cover those specific areas which you've requested that I do tutorial videos about. So for today, we will be talking about how to create window hood in Revit 2024. And just bear in mind that if you're using an older version of Revit, the steps are still applicable in older versions of Revit too. So I have an image here which will try to replicate an image of window hood. This is what we have here. So we'll try to see how we can replicate this type of window hood in Revit. And looking at the pattern of the window hood, you can see that the one at the top and the one at the bottom are kind of similar, but the one at the two sides of the window, they are different. So we're going to create the window hood segment by segment. So let's get started. So this is Revit. So first thing you need to do is to determine which view you want to create the window hood on. So I have my 3D view here already, so let's use this window as an example. We'll be creating the window hood on this particular window I'm hovering on. So go to architecture. We're going to make use of the sweep tool to create the window hood. Go to architecture, go to components, click the drop down underneath, click on model in place, and then click on casework, click OK. So I'm going to rename this to window hood. Sorry, typographical error. Window hood, click OK. Fine. So we're going to click sweep here. Then I'm going to click on sketch path. Good. So what I need to do, I need to set my work plane. So I'm going to say pick a plane for me and then click OK. So click on the wall, just a moment. Yeah, so click on the wall which you have in the window. So I'm going to click on this wall. Good. So after clicking the wall, now I can sketch the parts with which I want to draw the window hood. So we want to start with the window sill hood. So I'm going to sketch along that part. Good. So you notice that my line extended a little beyond the window on both sides. So you may choose to be specific with yours, with dimension when you are doing yours. So but for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to just keep it with no dimension. So after sketching the part, click OK. Then the next thing is to sketch the profile for that part. So for the profile, you're going to click on edit profile. Good. So this should ask me for view. I'm going to use this right side view. So take note that the view with which you draw your part, or the part with which the window hood will run along, the view for the profile will be different from the view you use to sketch the part. So in this case, I use the back view to draw the part for the hood. So I'm going to use the right side view to sketch the profile, and we'll see why once I start to draw the profile. So this is the base point here, and remember this is the window base. So my profile, I want the profile to be 100, or let's say 120 to 120. Good. So the depth, let's say 80. So let's see what we have here on the picture. So you can see that we have it like 1 2 1 2 2 recess here, making it three edges. We have one here, another one here, and then another one here. So we're going to try to replicate that as well. So let's say the edges thickness is about 30. Let's make use of 30, 30, 30. I feel that the 30 is too much. 30. So now we may need to increase the overall depth of the window hood itself. So I'm going to need to highlight this and this, bring it out a bit. So we have the three edges now, 1 2 3. So the last line will be this. Okay, so I'm going to make use of line here too. So I'm going to need to trim this. Very nice. So this is the profile. So I'm going to click OK. Then let's see. Click OK. So you can check your 3D and see how it looks like, in case if you're going to make any adjustment to that. And then let's stick with that for the purpose of this tutorial. Then click OK. So let's see what that looks like in realistic view. Good. Where's the realistic here?